Hello everyone, just getting set up here. Hope you're doing great. Okay. Alright, so, I think I'm mostly set up here. Okay, so, hey, Sharing Pizza, greetings, my friend. Nice to see you on here, nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm gonna have just gonna explore a little bit. I'm extremely tired, you know, long day, but I'm here, and hopefully everything looks and sounds good. We're gonna dive into it and just kind of go for it here. Been having some trouble with my sound on my microphone. Hopefully that's a little bit better. Hopefully it's not cutting in and out. Kind of adjusting some of the settings on the gain. But yeah, here we are. So last time right now I'm going after the Velious dragon, so I'm in Scars of Velious. It's a frozen continent, very dangerous. And so that's kind of the plan today. I think I just need to go to the Western Wastes and kind of mess around. Right now I'm just kind of messing around, just trying to get the lay of the land. Man, look at this. One thing that I really like about this continent is they just made it just so incredibly imposing. Like I like Kunark a lot better. That's my favorite expansion. That was pretty much like right when I moved to North Carolina. It was like literally one of my first games ever on the computer. And yeah, I'm just here. Everything's great. I'm a Shadow Knight Shaman Bard. Just kind of trying to figure it all out. Here's somebody kind of running through the world. And you can just see all these like dragon statues and grand monolithic architecture. That's one of my favorite things, you know? So I'm just thoroughly going to enjoy myself here. I don't really have a plan for this stream in particular. I think... Oh, so here's the thing. Can we search Echo, right? Someone gave me a really good suggestion. Oh, so I can literally just search to see where an echo is. Can I, like, go to it? Oh, wait a second. Interesting, interesting. Okay, yeah, so we're going to try to make our way there. Oh, it's going to guide me to it. Here we can see some crazy, like, ice burrower, some crag worms, you know? So we have, like, dangerous creatures that are just kind of... just patrolling all around. Carcona. Wow. See, yeah, I'm just kind of exploring. That silky smooth baritone is dancing in my ears. Nice, nice. This is interesting. So this dragon isn't really doing anything. I wonder if this is like a hostile. I mean, obviously it's not hostile, but I wonder if it's worth killing. You know, I'm actually very curious. I'm gonna look up to see what this dragon is. Getting a little lag here. Oh, Phantom Caller judges me amiably? That's interesting. Oh wait, this is something else. Oh, that's my pet. I'm actually tripping. I apologize. Okay. So I'm using mostly my bard skills here. I'm gonna cut this enemy down. I think the game sound is a little bit loud. I'll adjust that in just a second. Maybe like 10%. We don't want the sound to be too much, you know? Thank you for the sub, Mr. Glenn TC. My notifications are also nuked. But yeah, great to be here with you guys. I'm just playing a little bit of the hero's journey tonight. Just gonna relax a little bit, having some tea, killing redcons like it's no problem. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spawn. I know one of the dragons is out here, and then the other one is in Temple of Vishan or something like that. Okay. So, what was this dragon? Carcona. Let me actually take a look at that. I'm not familiar with this. Um, it's a cleric dragon. Um, Interesting. Okay, well, why don't we go ahead and try to kill them, I guess. She's not hostile towards me, but I'm just very curious. 70% so far. It's just folding like a lawn chair, as they say, right? This is probably one of the easier kills. Or maybe this isn't a true dragon. You will pay and pay dearly for this. The claws will exterminate you. Claws of Vishan, Yelniak, Kromzek. Oh. That is interesting. Okay. I'm not familiar. But anyway, let's head to the Echo here. We're just gonna... Oh, very interesting. You can see it. You can see the ice crystals here. Some frozen trees. And one thing I liked about this continent is just how desolate it seemed, you know? You're just traversing these vast landscapes where dragons roam. Very interesting. I'm having some weird lag at the moment. Okay. All right. Now, I think based on just like talking to people in the chat, and like general consensus is most people, and this is my first character ever, I'm planning to do maybe some grinding, you know, but most people get to level 56, I think, and then they grind in Dragon Necropolis, I believe. So I might give that a go. Why am I lagging so much? So around this area here, I don't want to fall in that pit. So I'm gonna go all the way around and get to the Echo. And then from the Echo, I should be able to find Klandikar. I believe he's in this zone. That's one of the dragons that I need to kill for the progression here. So that'll be my main focus. And why am I lagging so much? That's odd. I feel like I'm playing on Kazrax's computer. I'm just kidding, Kazrax. I love you, man. There's a person here. There's a dwarf. Oh, here's actually the Echo. That's who I'm looking for. Okay, beautiful. That's really cool that the find feature works. Oh, do you know what? It was the find feature that was lagging me out. What the hell? Okay. So I think I want to try non-respawning because I believe that's where this dragon is that I need to kill, I think. So Alt N is a really good suggestion here. Shout out to hang on a second. Like a lot of, I think someone else mentioned it, but shout out to the person who left the comment saying that Alt N, you can just check progression. So let's take a look. So Velious progression. So we need to kill Klandikar, I believe. Another one of the few remaining firstborn dragons. He resides in the Western Waits and serves as the sentinel, keeping his banished cousin contained. I believe that's who we're looking for. And man, this is great. So it's just now getting dark again. But last night, it was just really dark and misty, so I didn't really get a good sense of the place. So I'm looking for Klandikar. He should be over here somewhere, right? Klandikar? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to check the search. This may or may not work. Let's see. Can we find him? We can't. That would be too easy. But it did give us the general vicinity, which is where we're going to go. And since we can see NPCs, chances are he's just most likely inside of that little area, basically. Oh, and the Dragon Necropolis is right there. So that's perfect. Not only is the Dragon Necropolis there, but Temple of Vishan is also there, where I need to go later. So this, I don't think this could have worked out any better. So really interesting. I'm off to eat dinner and finish episode 6. Happy questing. All right, good luck. I will see you later. Thank you very much, Sharing Pizza 666. I hope you enjoy your dinner and treat yourself. And thank you for stopping in. I'm going to continue the adventure here. Actually, a really fun fact. It's kind of hard to tell, and that's the beautiful point, but So in this zone, let me make sure I got all my songs. For some reason, Battle Cry of the Vashir isn't really sticking. I'm probably doing this all wrong, my friends, but I have a bunch of Bard songs on my bar, and I'm always stressing about like having Bard songs up. And it takes me a while to kind of go through all these. But anyway, one interesting thing is that there's these big gorges and these giant ravines that are located in the middle of these zones here, or in this zone actually. And there he is. Wow, look at that. He's just down there. And he's guarding the entrance to the Dragon Necropolis, which is right there. Why don't we actually check it out? That would be awesome. But anyway, so these gorges were made by Vishan's claws. So they're so deep, and she's so powerful, you know, so she literally like rended the earth. And I believe there's like 3 giant gashes across Velious, and that's these gorges she left behind. So that is really interesting, really awesome fact about EverQuest. And it's just cool to be here, you know, all these years later. It's amazing. It's very imposing. One of my favorite things about Vilius is how monolithic and monumental the architecture was, how grand it all is, you know, like when you see that skeleton, that big dragon skeleton in the distance, and like all these giant constructions, like it's amazing. Like you feel really small and it just feels so big. I love it. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and take a stab at Klandikar here. He looks at us threateningly. I love this. Look at that. That's amazing. And this is all at a time where, you know, you literally had to organize out in the open world. You had to get people together, buff people up, organize the raid, go in, coordinate, do it. And now here we are. Hopefully going to be able to solo it. He's a very unique looking dragon compared to the others. He's got like almost like a helmet looking thing. This Glacier Mastodon is just gonna kind of walk through my parade, but it's all good. I really don't have much, so I need to focus a little bit, and actually, oh, I might be in trouble, lads. I might actually be in trouble. I think what I should have done is swap out. Oh, I messed up. I actually really messed up. You know, one thing I haven't been successful at doing is dropping aggro. I wonder why my death piece doesn't work. I feel like I got scammed. Every time I do death piece, my pets just... Oh, maybe it works that way. It's because my pets are attacking. I was thinking I got scammed. So, I think I need to swap my weapons. So I'm going to swap to my two-hander. I'm not going to use my Bard AoE because that's irrelevant. I'm going to use possibly my life tap. I'm going to use my two-hander for sustain. So guys, bear with me. I'm going to wait a little bit while the threat drops. We're going to try a slightly different approach. I'm level 53. I'd like to maybe gain a couple of levels. That's maybe the goal. And we'll just go from there. So give me just a moment while my threat drops. Let's try to stand up. Sometimes I double FD just to make sure. Give me just a second. I'll be right back and we'll try this again. All right, lads, we're back. Apologize for the delay. So we tried Clandikar and got absolutely wrecked. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually swap out. Wow, that bag noise is incredibly loud. So I have an amazing, incredible two-hander that I found. This is an absolute game changer. I'm kind of still, I'm messing around trying to find my stride in this game. So bear with me. I got a bunch of stuff from Siren's Grotto. I need to go sell. Why? The bag noise literally blows out eardrums. Um, Sorry about that. I'm always very conscious of the sound. Okay, so I have my badass two-hander, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap out this Bard AoE. I'm going to go with my life tap for sustain. That was my whole goal, kind of getting this. Another thing I need to do that I need to think about, I think life leech is my main one. And then, so Cellos, man, unfortunately on this server, you're like perma buffed with Cellos, and I'm trying to like spend time weaving this into my whole rotation and everything. I think I'm not going to worry about Cellos for a while. I got to redo my whole spiel, my friends, because literally like, I don't know. I'm still kind of understanding how the buffs work. I'm kind of just brute forcing my way through content, but now I've kind of hit a wall. I didn't realize, but a few buffs just dropped. I thought all the buffs last forever. So bear with me. I'm trying to figure this out here. Hey, Coronator. Greetings, my friend. Greetings. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I got your texts. I apologize. Um, Tuning into the stream and eating some spaghetti. Nice, nice. You made it for work this weekend. Nice stream and it sounds great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. I hope you're enjoying THJ as well. Here I am prepping. I'm standing in front of the dragon necropolis here in the distance, and Clandikar is guarding the entrance. That's one of the dragons that you need to kill for progression, so I'm just kind of working through it. I got waffle stomped for a second and I barely made it out. So I'm going to change my approach here. Hey, Mr. Kvete1. Thank you very much for the sub, by the way, earlier. Really appreciate you. Thank you for the tips. And welcome. Yeah. Oh, shit. What the hell's going on? Oh, oh, baby. What have I done? Who is this? Oh, baby. We're actually in trouble. I almost got double F'd there. I got double F'd by a dragon that came out of nowhere called Mraka. So anyway, sorry guys, I'm trying to come up with my strategy. I'm getting mega wrecked, but I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this, and I want to be inside the Dragon Necropolis. I hear that's where a lot of people go for like end game grinding. I'm trying to figure out a couple things. So it looks like some of my buffs dropped. I was under the impression that we're perma buffed, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe I gotta go through rebuff. Anyway, Mr. Bete1 says you're a bard, right? I am. Bard Fade is instant as long as you get out of aggro range before using it. It's the best FD effect in the game, and its recast is literally nothing. Check it out. Interesting. I was not aware. I know bards get something, but I also got Death Piece, which is like a badass instant, you know, FD basically. The Great Vendini, welcome. Did I put the wrong category. You're trolling me, right? Um, let me double check. I thought I got it. I thought I got it. I apologize. Oh, I would mess up. Why does this always happen to me? Thank you, Vendini. Oh man, yeah. Okay, so we should be good now. I think everything's great. So much is like happening all at once. Static Group Live, greetings, my friends. Greetings. Very nice to see you pop into the stream. Welcome. I thought THJ was taken down. THJ is not taken down. They're standing up for what's right. They're fighting it. They're doing the best that they can. Everything is going to be great. I'm optimistic. THJ is still kicking. However, Quorum folded over like a lawn chair, as they say. They folded over like a beach chair in a hurricane, and they didn't need to. Anyways, great to see you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm playing as Shaman, Bard, and Shadow Knight combo. I'm going through Velious here, amazing continent. I'm in one of the gorges in the western wastes here. And fun fact, this is one of the scars that were left. This is literally a scar of Velious because Vishan made it as she like, you know, literally like clawed the land. So that's a fun fact. However, my buffs are kind of a disaster right now. I'm trying to come up with a strategy. Anyway, so much is going on. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Wow. I thought this was going to be one of those streams where you just stream to yourself for 3 hours. Oh man, this is great. Anyway, Mr. Kvate says fading memories, it will later upgrade to fade. Oh, okay, fading memories. I got you. So I do actually have this. I have this. Okay, perfect. That's what it is. So I didn't need to get Death Piece. Man, so the game just gets to a point, it throws everything at you. You're juggling 3 different classes. I don't even know what buff set to put. Anyway, Vendini says working late, just popped in for a second. Well, thank you, Vendini. I hope you have an amazing rest of your evening at work. Keep grinding, keep hustling, get that money. Do what you got to do to get that bag, you know? Yeah, I have yet to try this. I may have to at some point if it's still kicking. Yeah, I'm telling you, Static Group, you would really enjoy this. You know, just from our conversations in the past, I know you're a fellow EverQuest enjoyer. It is the ultimate power fantasy. It's really fast paced. It's really amazing. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, we're gonna continue here, my friends. Let me make sure I'm safe and these dragons don't come after me again. There's a dragon wandering somewhere that like aggroed me. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I made a brief little macro here to give me stoicism at least. Would it be worth it to maybe use slow? I'm assuming he's gonna resist everything. Why don't I just try putting a dot on him? I haven't really found like a great strategy with, you know, I'm gonna take out my anger on this leech here. Because I don't want stuff pathing through during my fight. And plus, I haven't got a chance to really use my shaman stuff. The problem that I've had is, and maybe it's just my class combo, but, yeah, so basically, Shaman kind of got pushed to the wayside a little bit. I've mostly been using Bard stuff. So I might have to rethink my combination here. Mr. Kvate says the buffs you are missing could be some of the world buffs that ran out. So someone would need to spend the donation rewards to rebuff them. Very interesting. By the way, did you use your free AAs? You have some from level 1. I believe so. I believe so. So right now I have 67 alternate advancement points. Believe it or not, they fly by. They actually fly by, and you start getting them automatically at level 51 from what I understand. So this is kind of where I'm at the moment. I've gotten some nice stuff, and now I realize I absolutely did not need the Death Piece AA since I already have Fading Memories. But we'll get there. I'm planning to grind hundreds of these things, you know? So here I am, basically just indestructible. I got a bunch of stuff that procs to get like health back and stuff like that. Thank you for trying to sort this mess out, by the way, Mr. Fate. You shouldn't have to. Um, Coordinator says slow for the win. I think I do need to use slow instead. That's gonna be God tier. I later want to get an AA that shamans get that pretty much allows you to cast an unresistible slow. Where is my slow actually? Give me just a second. I try to space out my spell book. Everything's just kind of a mess right now. One of these days I'd really like to get organized. And I think my slow is like a very low level slow. And I actually haven't been using it, to be honest. I'm assuming he's gonna resist massively. What was it? Torpor, right? Is that what it's called? Where the hell is it? Um, Torpor. I feel like I was just looking at it. I might have to go through. One thing that I really like is your buffs are kind of permanent-ish. You know, I'm actually not seeing it, lads. I'm actually not seeing it. It wouldn't be like way in the beginning of the book. Um, Haha, I was thinking Necro Shaman Enchanter. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I can't wait to see what you think. Open the AA window and click available or whatever, bottom left corner. Okay, one second, lads. 1 second. Let's get to a safe spot and let me do some doing here. Mr. Kvate, what would you suggest when it comes to bard songs? So like right now, I'm juggling a few different ones. So I have this melody, but I don't know how successful it is. So I have melody, and I was using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and my whole entire bar was just full of bard buffs. I was going all out on the bard buffs. I had like every song available going at all times. I was going hard on the bard stuff, like you wouldn't believe. Um, hey Apsu, super shiny worm. Yeah, so coordinator, I believe I did have torpor. I'm not sure where the hell it went. Torpor is not a slow, it's an insane regen you get for HP if you're in the crap, but it's best used from a distance. But yeah, you definitely need the slow. Mallow him first though. Okay, alright. So here's the thing. Hold on a second. The problem is I don't have room on my bar for all this stuff. Okay. Oh, wait a second. I think this is what I was thinking of. Togor's insects. Decrease attack speed by 70%. That's what I was thinking of. I'm assuming he's gonna massively, massively resist a level 38 spell. I'm gonna be spamming it all day. And so I do have Melosi, which is what shamans get. So I have a level 48 spell, decreases your target's resistances. So that might be useful. Bards also have a slow. Let me see what shaman spells are here real quick. And then we're going to fight the dragon. Um, where's the shamans at? I always kind of struggle around the bazaar. By the way, this is the old school bazaar. Here we go. This ogre in the back is like my indicator. Let's see what shaman spells I have here. Okay, I was hoping for a little more. I don't think, I think they kind of start to phase out. So, so this is a stringed instrument that I can use for my bard. You know what? I think we got this. I think we absolutely have this. Let's try it. You need the Big Daddy Slow and the Mallow latest versions for sure. Now see, this is where things get tricky for me as a bard. I need to apply my songs. So all my songs are going to apply here in this corner. And for some reason, the battle cry of the Vashir does not apply when I do this little macro that I made here. It just seems to end. Oh, I don't have a brass instrument now. Are you kidding me? Wait a second, wait a second. I do have a brass. This is just, it's such a disaster as I try to figure out what I need. So here's my good brass instrument. I guess I don't need percussion. Oops. What did I have here? Accidentally lost my song. Oh, this is so embarrassing. This is so embarrassing. I think it was this March of the Wise. Okay, so I got that. And oh, just a second. All right, my friends, I apologize about that. I had to answer my door, but here we are. Let's put this Velium hound out of its misery. Eat that bite of chaos. Does anybody know if Dance of Blades works with Shadow Knight two-hand weapons? All right, so Tigger's insects, not Tigger's Turgers. You guys are funny. So Coronator, shout out to Coronator 27, by the way. He is also playing THJ. He's going to catch up very quickly, but he is an absolute god tier shaman on P99, working on his epic level 56 Kazrax. He is a pro shaman. He's a very good shaman. I've never played a shaman. I have never played a shaman. I've played with great shamans, and I kind of wanted to try it because I know that they have a very good slow. And I thought, since I was on this journey through Project 1999, or I'm sorry, to THJ, I thought I would try Shaman because I heard that they have an unresistible slow. And that was kind of my motivation getting it. Battlecry of the Vashir. Okay, so I got all my songs up, and actually, Mr. Kvete, you were absolutely correct. The two buffs that disappeared here were Sign of Interrux Spite, which is, I'm not really sure what that is, Dark Poison proc, and then the little bunny thing. So, all right, we got all our songs going. We got everything going. Let's just go in. Let's just use my amazing Bard song. And let's go ahead and put this dragon in their place. Of course he's going to resist. But don't worry. We're going to keep it up. Oh, baby. Well, I'm just going to life tap then. I'm going to be a life tap hero. This is the power of Shadow Knights, my friend. I'm going to keep trying the slow. It doesn't seem to be sticking. I'm just kind of watching his, I guess his little buff bar that he has. Basically tapped myself to full. Trying to go for the slow, and he's resisting. You guys were absolutely right. I didn't really have anything to lower his resists, but I also don't have anything on my bar. Is there a way to have an additional spell slot? Is there anything like that? I would love something like that in this game, if it's possible. Oh, baby, my HP. Oh, please. Please, my HP. Going for the life leech again. Boom. 36%. Don't let me down, baby. Don't let me down. We're gonna be spamming the life leech. We're gonna be spamming the life leech, please. Oh man, 17%. I'm in over my heads, lads. I'm in over my heads. Okay, back up. All right, lads. I'm in trouble. I need to think about this some. I need to think about this some. Wow. Apsu, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Wow. Apsu, man, thank you so much. That's very generous of you, my friend. You really don't have to do that, but I appreciate it so very much. Thank you, my friend. And enjoy your memberships, guys, if you ever come and hang out with us. Yeah. Wow, Apsu, thank you, man. I hope you have an amazing day. Shout out to Apsu as well, who's playing Project 1999 right now. Rolling a dwarf. Tiggers, not Turgers. Coordinator says, yeah, didn't see what level you are, my bad. Tiggers is the big one, though. It's level 58. Okay. Turgers is the main chamois slow, also used at level 125 on live. Wow. Man, I always appreciate having some EQ scholars in here. This is great. You need chamois mallow and chamois slow up on the bar. Yeah, I know. But what songs should I sacrifice? That's the thing. I don't know what songs to sacrifice. I need all this stuff. You know what? A light melody that restores the mana of your group? Forget it. We're not going with that. What's this? Hymn of Restoration? A gentle melody that encourages your group's wounds to heal faster at level 6? Forget it. No more of that crap. Okay, this song we're keeping. Ancient War Song. You know what, guys? I'm gonna redo my whole thing. I'm gonna redo my whole thing. Let's see. You are too low and have way too few AA for Clandakar, and you also might need upgraded gear. That's fair, that's fair. It's hard not to be a dwarf. Yep, that's right. I'm definitely no scholar. I got schooled. Kazrax is the best chamois that I know. Everything's great. Let me recuperate, my friends. Let me recuperate. I think I need to trim some stuff out here. Some stuff is working, some stuff is not working, and it's all up for display to the world. It's all up for display. What an embarrassing blunder. So what happened was I was steamrolling the Kunark dragons, like absolutely no problem. I was steamrolling all the other stuff. Levels started flying. So I was like, you know what? Let me just like grab some alternate advancement stuff. So that started flying. And yeah, so let me just kind of rethink my approach here. I need to shift up some of my songs. Um, sorry, Mr. Kvate. Hey, I appreciate all the tips. Mr. Kvate is like screaming at me right now. Sorry, man. Yeah, I'm totally with you. I do need some kind of slow. Remove Bard slow and replace with Shami slow. Put the region back and put Mallow in the spot of that Bard eye thing. Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm gonna remove this Bard slow. But hey, can't you do Bard slow and Shami slow? Doesn't that technically stack? Or am I not remembering things correctly? Because I seem to remember Bard stuff kind of working in tandem with everything else. Okay, so we're definitely keeping Verses of Celerity, all right? Give me just a second. I have to redo my whole thing here. I was actually planning to do this off stream. I need to... Where is my Verses of Celerity? Here it is. So we're going to actually put this up here. My rune songs, those are awesome. I want to keep those. Verses of Victory. Okay. What did that do again? I didn't play a bard past level like 40 or so on live. I think no, actually I was like level 30 something. I was in Dreadlands. Or I was into over there actually. A victorious verse that fills the arms of your group with energy, increasing attack rate, strength, and agility. Yes, I want that. I want that up here. Verses of victory. Boom. Um, okay. Melody of Urvaj. That is also awesome. Battle Cry and that. I kind of want it up here. I like to have all my stuff in one line and then I'll do it. So just a second. Melody of Urvaj. We're gonna get this right, my friends. We're gonna get this right. Then we're gonna get Mallow down here. Boom. Okay, we got Mallow, and then my slow is Togor's Insects, but it's level 38 though. When is the next shaman slow? And then I have room for one more. So that's very interesting. I have one more debuff possibly. All right. So, all right, lads. I think this is good. Put the region back, you think? Okay, so now I have I have like 1 through 8 on melody. That's gonna be my main thing. And while that's doing that, let me see. What are some shaman spells in the bazaar? Let me actually make sure. How can I just search? Can I just search like a shaman spell, I guess? And I'm level, what level am I? I'm level 52. Let's search like 40 to 100, I guess. Bear with me, guys. I haven't really had time to like delve into this too much, so I'm just now. No, it wouldn't be a scroll. Would it be a spell? How do I search like just spells? Let's just do spell then. Can I just type spell at the top? How do I search? Let me see here. Um, it would have to be a type. It wouldn't be a book, would it? No. A note? It wouldn't be a note. Where the hell are the spells? It should be scroll. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I was trolled just now. Okay. So, Apsu says this ability theory crafting is cool to see. That's right, because you can combine 3 different classes and just kind of see how they do. Coordinator says pets in first 10 seconds of aggro for them, then cast Mallow until it lands. I would run in and tank while landing the slow once Mallow sticks. The problem is, man, my pets are paper thin. Shadow Knight pets are paper thin. Shaman pets are paper thin. They're not as robust as like a true necromancer pet or like a true like whatever else pet. Look for Turgor's Insects of the Shami Spell Vendor. Okay, let me see here. What level's Mallow anyway? That's 60. Malos is 65. Malocini is 57. Plague of Insects. Surrounds your target with a plague of insects, slowing their attack rate by 25%. Um, Here's Tigger's Insects. Shout out to Kazrax, because he was correct on this being level 58. Torpor. Okay, so Turgor's Insects is normally a level 51 spell at the Spell Vendor. Alright, so okay, Mr. Kfate, let's take a look here. So here's the Shaman spells. Alright, here we go. Level, I'm sorting this by the level list. This guy doesn't have it. So you know what I've noticed? People have bought other spells here. People have purchased or they've sold other spells to other vendors. So I actually don't see it at this shaman vendor here. So he has level 49 spell and it stops there. Um, well, that's disappointing. I need Turgor's Insects. We're gonna do this. Turgor. It's not coming up. Who else would have it? Would a Beast Lord eventually get this? Come on. This thing has to be here somewhere. Where is this thing? There's another spell vendor somewhere else. So here's the 2 shaman spell vendors. I've never been able to find anything else in here. I'm not really sure what I could do. I did have some spell drops. I do have Mallow, actually. I have Torpor for later, and I have Acumen for later. That's what I saved. Let me see if somebody knows. Any Xiaomi's able to any other spell vendors available? Looking for Turgors, insects, Xiaomi slow. However, the spells here stop. The spells in the bazaar stop around level 49. I guess. People are incredibly helpful in the chat, so maybe someone will be able to help out. Searching for the 49 to 60 spells. Let's see what people say. Tigers is the AoE one. I was wrong. It's Turger. No, it's all good, coordinator. It's all good, man. Thank you for trying to help a brother out. You're in the bazaar. Use buy to search anything by name. Well, I did, my guy. Turgers insect. Man, for some reason, the spell is not on the bazaar. Let's just do TUR. Spell. Unless for some reason the sorting is weird, I guess. No, it's definitely not here. Even buying it off the bazaar is just... That's really odd, isn't it? The one thing that you need is not there. Okay. Well, let me just try something. I want to test something out. Okay, here we are. It's daytime now. We're going to be able to see everything. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Look at Dragon Necropolis in the distance. How amazing is that? Let me get all my songs up. Battlecraft the Vashir, come on. Don't let me down. That's beautiful. That's everything I need. Look at my stats. I have 100% haste. 100. I feel good about it. Man, what a noob though. What a noob I've been. I haven't even had my good stuff. So here's what we'll do. Right off the bat, we're going to jump this unsuspecting nerd dragon. Right off the bat, I'm going to hit him with Mallows. Going to hit him with slow. Boom. He resisted. Of course he did. I'm sending the pets in. We are going to do this, lads. Bear with me. I'm going to spam it till I get it. And not only that, I'm going to alternate my life leech ability. Oh god, I'm already at 60% HP. We might be in trouble, lads. We might be in trouble. Trying it again. Come on, baby. Don't let me down. Oh, baby. Okay. We're in trouble, lads. Yeah. This is not right. That haste should be a lot higher, at least 160. Is that possible to break past 100? Wow, I did not know that. So actually, I kind of spoiled myself. I just got like random stuff off of the bazaar. This was before I knew about like solo self-found or whatever. I was just like, oh man, I'm just gonna grab a bunch of stuff, and that's what kind of supercharged my character here. I mean, so I have this, you know, 40% haste. I gave some haste stuff to my pets as well. I think one of the dragons dropped. Oh yeah, here it is. Or no, I'm sorry. I bought this as well. I have basically like 69% haste, and then the songs gives me really good haste. But man, you guys, I'm getting absolutely wrecked by this guy. I don't know if this is gonna work out for me. I might need to come back in another level or two, maybe like pick up some AA. Let's put this. Let's see if he aggroes. Hopefully not. What an embarrassing blunder here. We'll take out our aggression on this ice burrower on the way in to Dragon Necropolis here, because this is where the other dragon is located. But that's very interesting to know that I could possibly get my haste even higher. And this is kind of like, this has been like my tanking sword, I guess. It's got some nice procs, you know. Otherwise, I bought a couple of bard weapons and I've been spamming that AoE song. That's kind of worked out pretty well for me. And, you know, it's crazy. Like, this whole time, I felt pretty good. I felt a little bit invincible, to be honest. But now it seems like I've hit a gigantic brick wall. Coordinator says it's the level difference, I think. Clandikar might be too high for that Mallow to stick. Yeah. Clandikar is level 70. Forget him for like 10 levels. Yeah. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on a few levels, maybe get some AA, and then we'll definitely come back. So actually, I tried doing Kale Draco and really struggled. Come to find out it was level 70 raid as well. I was making my way towards the Avatar of War. Gigantic, horrible mistake. And I was just kind of exploring Velious, really. It's been a really long time since I've been here. But yeah, I got to the point where it's just... It's a bit much, yeah. Well, let's take a look in here and just kind of see what's going on. Can I zone? Where do I go to zone into this thing? Do I need to do anything to get in, or how does this work? Hey Jason, greetings my friend. I hate live that took away the sword graphic of Zlandikar's heart to a red glow. Yeah. Um, yeah, I'm very excited to go in here. I don't think I've ever been in this zone, but I've heard stories, and I dreamed about getting Zlandikar's heart for my necromancer on live back in the day. I was so fascinated with it. How do I get in here? I was able to click on the other one. What do I need to do in order to click this? I think I just need to jump up here. There it is. I was scared for a second. Wow, look at this. Here we are. The legendary Dragon Necropolis. Wow. Look at all these people here. So, isn't that the strategy? Don't people stop leveling? Maybe Mr. Kvate, you could explain this. I've heard people talking about this in the chat. And so what some people do is let me go ahead and quit this expedition, I guess. And I'm going to do a respawning thing of this, right? That's what I need to do. And so most people stop leveling at level 56 or something like that because the mobs here con yellow to them. And somehow that's supposed to be like a really good grind, I guess. So I do have a damage shield. Interesting. Give me just a second. I have to find my... Let me find my, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. And where was my bard slow? Okay, here it is. We pretty much just need these two lads, and we're gonna go all out. Oh, so actually, before I do this, I do have... I at least want you guys to see this. Something I feel like I did kind of figure this out. So it should hopefully be a little bit better. This is actually brass, so I can go back to percussion, I think. That's kind of what I was doing. And I know there's a bandolier, I know. I'm a little bit old school. But yeah, so I've heard that like people partially level and then they stop at 56 and just do a bunch of AAs here. Is that the case? And also, how can I break 100% haste? Very curious. But either way, let's make our way in. You know, we'll kill a few things here. We'll kill some of these phase spiders. Let's try. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling it. Oh. Let's go. Where's these mercenary excavators? Oh. Here they are. Okay. I think this is good enough. I guess what we want is we want to try to use this slow. And then we want to use this here. I kind of like this because this sword or dagger that I found just like massively nukes all this stuff. It actually works pretty well. That's why I was confident with some of the dragons. I've basically been killing retcons like crazy, you know? And, you know, this isn't like a big problem. My only problem is mana. And of course I have life tap. I have all kinds of stuff. I can pretty much spam this. Oh, and then of course I have like the bunny effect. So, okay, I mean, this is basically not as horrible as I thought. And then I have Canny, which is like a badass AA. Boom, pretty much get a bunch of mana. And that's basically the dream, lads. That's basically the dream. So I might get like a level or two here before I try the dragon again. I think you guys are correct. I mean, he's level 70. It's a fat dream. It's a very fat dream in order to, you know, just continue being like a crazy hero or anything, you know? Um, yeah. Man, this is great. So I've seen screenshots of this place. I did a bunch of research. One of my favorite things um is reading through like Alakazam and just kind of reminiscing on some of these old zones, you know? And it's crazy to actually be here. Mr. Kvate says, I would start grinding AAs at 30, maybe 200-ish. Oh, wow. I've kind of been on my own journey, and I've just kind of been doing it as I go. And as you can see, I only have 67. And then level up to 50 and grind maybe 200 more. Oh, okay. Just to be able to actually do stuff at a decent rate up towards 56, which is kind of the peak AA farming. Yeah, Mr. Quate, so you agree just kind of holding off at 56 to do... So I think what I'll do is I'll push to level 56 and then do a bunch of AA. You get a haste item with, say, 43% haste, and the Bard haste will add on top. I love the sound of those ghost spiders crying out. Yeah, Apsu. The sound effects in EverQuest were absolutely amazing. They were so incredible. It's my favorite to this day. Even the spell effects, like some of the spell effects might be iconic as well. All right, well, let's continue here. Let's just go ahead and round up a few of these guys. I feel pretty confident. Yeah, let's just get some of these nerds here. Boom. No problem. We'll go through here as well. I've actually never really been in this zone. I've only heard legends. I can't see to get in. Oh, I need to be careful. Let's just be careful. Let's just kill this pack here. And yeah, basically, absolutely, this is like the whole point of THJ. Well, once you find like 3 classes you're comfortable with, this basically just combines all 3, and you basically have like the powers of all 3. That's why it seems a little bit faster, I suppose, than P99. But I had a lot of time in P99. Especially Kunark. I love Kunark so much. Kunark is my absolute favorite expansion of all time. It's one of my favorite. Just I can't even explain how much I love Kunark. I think I'm gonna have to go sell in a little bit. And I think I might have like since these are retcons, I think I'm getting like a weird I don't think I'm getting like full XP or something. Let's get this mercenary. It's weird that there's a... Oh, well, there would be a dragon skeleton in here. That's fine. Oh, actually, I need to be a little bit careful. I'm messing up here. I need more mana. I'll just life tap back here. This... So, guys, once I figure out the lay of the land and feel comfortable here, this would be a lot better as far as like hanging out and streaming. Because I suspect I'm going to be grinding here for a while. I might check out another zone too, just in case. I think I want to kill stuff that's more like... I think I want to pull more, you know? But yeah, like these little guys, it's absolutely no problem. But just giant level 70 bosses and stuff are killing me right now. And there it is, lads, level 54. Wow. That was easy. You know what? No, let's check it out. I don't know. I'm being indecisive though. I do kind of want to check out another zone. I don't know. Maybe Kale. Let's see here. By the way, you want as much spell damage as you can get on your gear, and that sympathetic 3 or 4 if you can use it. Spell damage and sympathetic adds to your procs dots, and sympathetic adds to heals. Oh, yes. I do seem to remember something about that, Mr. Fate. So let's see here. What is the best way? Let me see. So I do have this ring right here in my inventory. I have this simple ring of the legendary, and that was like one of my very first rings. So I do have, Wait a second. So I do have minor sympathetic strike. Okay, so you know what? Well, first of all, I need to sell. Let me take a little breather here. I need the sympathetic stuff. You're absolutely right. I've kind of forgot all about that. What does Shadow Knight get at 54? Let me just sell some of this random stuff. I got lost in Siren's Grotto, and I was basically just like killing... I was killing mermaids for like an hour last night. By the way, Apsu, you did say you've been upping your streaming lately, and 14 viewers, really cool. Yeah, thank you guys very much. Thank you for hanging out with me as I stumble through this and kind of try to figure it out. I really, really appreciate everybody here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I have invisible versus undead. I don't really need that right now. Improved invisibility. I just need money. I just need cash. And getting like random spells in Kunark. Oops. I like how you can make your bags like different sizes and stuff. I don't ever plan to do trade skills and stuff like that. I'm just kind of going through it. And I know there's a bag that you can get to sell everything. Cloak of Destruction. I think that's my old cloak. Let me see here. Yeah, my gear is not great, lads. But I'm doing the best I can with what I have. So, you know, I'll just grind a little bit, and whatever platinum that I get, I'll come back to the bazaar and just kind of take a look. This is my very first character, so I'm just kind of wanting to twink it out as best as I can, and then maybe farm some stuff. I do want a solo self-found type character, though. I think that's really cool. Okay, so I think this is okay for now. I have a random haste item that I found. That's basically my stuff. This is like some old gear. That's my good sword that I'm kind of keeping. This is like my tank sword. I really like it. I haven't figured out type 2. I haven't figured out these augs yet. Alright, so Mr. Kvate says, by the way, you want as much spell damage on your gear. So you did mention that, and I wondered, the spell damage makes sense for the bard songs, right? I would think. Where do I get sympathetic stuff? I need like I need the next round of sympathetic. Let's see. I was looking at a list earlier. I guess it depends on my level, right? Um I want Zandikar's heart so bad. Can you get a sympathetic item, cast it, and then just like, you know, not worry about it? Like, can you just equip it and unequip it? I think you can, right? But at what level can I do it? Oh, it's clickable at level 1. Well, can't I, so the regular doesn't have it. Only the legendary does? Is that right? Hmm. Interesting. I gotta think about that. So why not just get the highest effect? I'm very curious. I have no idea how that works. Um, yeah, I mean this is crazy. 60 damage and 30 delay. That's amazing. But what level is that? Procs at level 1. This is almost too good to be true. Isn't this like God tier, kind of? Has a chance to strike your opponent with a fire attack. Causes the target to experience a time lapse, decreasing hit points by 750. That's crazy. That almost sounds like too good to be true. Is this something that I should consider? What do you guys think? Hang on just a second while we think about this, because I don't know. I guess my weapon's kind of crappy compared to this. I mean, this is like an incredible weapon. And as a shaman, I could equip it in my one hand. I don't know. That's actually like really good compared to what I have, I think. Give me just a second. Don't you dare go anywhere. The action is going to continue. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, my friends, we are back. Um, let me grab some seltzer here. Miss Heim gave me this nice cup. Keeps everything nice and cold. And hey, Blurman, greetings. Thank you very much for the follow. Wow, Blurman 2000. That's an awesome name. Welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to figure this all out. I feel like every time I learn this or try, there's like so many layers to it, and it's blowing my mind. Okay, so, um, all right, so, just a second. So open Bazaar, check for SK stuff, and look at the legendary version. Then buy the enchanted and level it up to legendary since it's almost free. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Level up stuff in the power slot. So I do know that. I do know that. Um, I just need some sympathetic stuff to get me going though, because man, I forgot all about the sympathetic stuff, Mr. Quiet, and I don't have. I wanted this Edge of Eternity because this is like a badass bard weapon that gives me percussion. And so I'm kind of leveling it because I was hoping I could dual wield it, and then I guess I did buy this legendary. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing because this gives me singing boost for 500%. That was kind of my approach. Okay, so Apsu, Hear me out. I roll an archer class and M&M on Corvea, not to be confused with ranger, who's a mix of magic, melee, and range. Archer is pure bow and it seems cool. Can you and Kazrak synergize with that when we group? Yes, we can. I'm kind of thinking of Bard. I'm not sure if I want to do a Bard in Monsters and Memories or a Bard in Adrulan. I'm going to be a Bard somewhere. I think Kazrax rolled a Shaman. I'm not sure. Kazrax, can you confirm if you're still here? Okay, lads. And we also need a sympathetic healing item. Just bear with me. I got like a little chart here. I need something for sympathetic healing. Cloak of Crystalline Waters. This has sympathetic healing. Okay, I need a better item than that though. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Springwood Club, Wrathbone Hammer. Okay. What about Fine Steel Warhammer? Fine Steel Warhammer. That has the sympathetic healing. Okay. But I need to level it up first, don't I? It's only 1,000. Okay. I'm kind of broke right now. Keep that singing one since 500% is a lot. You have that cloak in your bag. Just level it up. What is the cloak again? Oh, this one. Cloak of Destruction. Is that going to turn into a sympathetic item? Because I would like to get this Edge of Eternity leveled up as well. That's kind of what I was working on at the moment. What other cloak do I have? Man, there's so much going on here. Oh, hey, Bubby. My little kitten came to the stream. Check this out. He doesn't want to be alone. That's so sweet. But I also don't want him in here messing up my stuff. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Oh, that's okay. Miss Heim will be back soon. Ah, sorry guys. Hang on just one second. I have to put him out. He's gonna get crazy in here and fuck up my stuff. Okay. Alright. You can't just buy a weapon for the healing. You also need it to be good damage and delay. The red cloak. Oh, Cloak of Crystalline Waters. Okay. So that will give me... This will give me the sympathetic stuff. Okay. Let's swap this out for now. And let's stick with this one then. If I understood correctly. I apologize if I'm goofing here through some of this stuff, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I'd love to learn more. It's just, there are so many mechanics in place. You're probably wondering, how did this guy get this far on this? I know. It's, Yeah, I know. I'm trying my best. Um, let me get some of these clowns. I feel confident that I can at least like spam them down with my AoE. Um, just the entrance area, like you said. I'll focus on trying to get this slow. You know, we got Harm Touch. Let's try to see what we can do. I don't know if it'll automatically play this song. I've been just casting it. I mean, I seem to be able to withstand most of their attacks. And do you know what? Apsu, I'm going to get back to you on Monsters and Memories on the synergy. We're going to go all the way. Man, look at this. Actually, the fact that I'm able to do this is very, very happy. Like, it makes me happy because before, I was struggling in the field of bone. I was trying to figure everything out. I was like killing mobs like old school EQ. I didn't really understand that you can AoE until like way, way later. I actually watched a really nice video on YouTube where someone broke down like how a bard does some of the stuff. I mean, but he was pretty much soloing like the entire zone. I'm not quite comfortable to pull everything because I think I'm gonna get wrecked. But yeah. Mr. Quite says, relax, man. You're basically a beginner again since you have been off the game for so long. We don't expect you to know much at all. Thank you, sir. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm looking at it as well. But everybody, I will say, every single person has been incredibly helpful. And yeah, I mean, I'm really happy. This is the most fun that I've had on EverQuest, like in a really, really long time. So this was basically one yellow of experience. This whole pool was basically 20%. I'm kind of tempted to go back to Kale and maybe do some soloing there. I'm not too familiar with Velis or Velious rather. Um, let's go ahead. Let's just wait a little bit for our mana. And see, this is where I guess I don't need slow. In this case, I don't need it necessarily because I'm just doing this. That's mostly for bosses. So maybe I can swap this out and do the maybe just like one of my songs, you know? Um oh, that's a healing spell. Okay. I need like AoE type stuff. I don't need charm. I need AoE. This Chords of Dissonance is okay, but it really doesn't do a whole lot, honestly. I mean, I could just put it on here to help out, maybe. So see, what is the difference between... This is something that I don't understand. Look at this. This is a level 20 song, and this is a level 48 stringed instrument. Could this somehow work together? This melody encompasses all nearby creatures and magical bonds, slowing their attack speed. 35%. And decrease AC, right? Then this other song, a collection of chords that binds nearby enemies and magical chords, slowing their attacks and causing them damage. Okay, so I mean that does damage to them too. Does this stack? I don't know. Let's try it on this spider. Okay, so there's that one. And there's that one. Okay, so I actually can stack this. Oh man, my world just opened up. DN is the best XP in the game for your level. Okay. All right. Let's try it. I mean, let's give it a proper go. And I like how it's flat, you know? It's very flat. I hate running around like uneven terrain. Let's go inside here and get some of this other stuff. As an SK, I guess I feel pretty confident. What strange horrors am I gonna find in here? Oh man, this is like a whole thing inside. I don't see anyone though. That's odd. I guess this is meant to be kind of like a tomb, you know? It's really interesting. I guess this is maybe like another part of it. You know what? Let's not drag these guys through the whole zone. Let's just kind of group them all up here. I do like the double stack of songs. I like that. That actually feels very good to me. This is actually a lot better. I didn't realize that I could stack two different types of songs like this. That's awesome. And the third one, damaging. So I basically have like three debilitating effects going on at the same time. Bard songs are affected by spell damage, so when you get items with spell damage, it will do massive damage. Oh, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a look. I'd be so curious. Spell damage is the way to go then. See, now I'm kind of questioning my class choice then. I kind of wanted something that'll like have perfect synergy. I think I might have goofed on this combination. Okay, let me meditate just a second. Apsu says we can go Croxashira Wormsbane for a quick streamlined XP flow in our group to get the early leveling out of the way quickly and then see some stuff we haven't seen yet. By the way, do you know the difference? Like, what level can we be the farthest possible apart to get experience? I'm going to hit this hard, Apsu, and I'd love to coordinate with you. That will be awesome. Because usually it's like Static Group Live. They kind of have their core group and just kind of jump in and go for it. I'm sure they have plans already, but I would love to do that and hit the ground running. Kind of like how we did with Adrulan, you know? I want to actually get far. I want to explore. I'm very excited. I'm getting to the Wood Elf City this next playtest, either with the Archer or my Cleric, but it's going to happen, damn it. Been a long-term goal, and I know I can just roll a good elf, but that's lame. Yeah, no, you should stick with the dwarf. I think Kazrax got to like level 9. I don't know if he's going to continue or roll a new character. I'm going to confirm with him. But otherwise, one of my favorite things is I like to do everything as organically as possible. I don't ever advertise that I'm streaming or anything like that. You know, if I just link up with people, I link up with people. And I just like meeting people in game and just kind of doing everything organically, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And I'm sure, yeah, like a lot of people are very excited for Monsters and Memories, you know? So I'm sure we'll be able to get far. The thing that we have to be careful with though, on that, so it seems like you want to play Archer, pure DPS, amazing. Bard or whatever. Apsu is a shaman. We got a lot of utility. Maybe I'll tank, I don't know. Because I want to at least be able to, like... I want us to have a core group. Tank, heal, utility. Instead of just like, if we're all three a DPS... Oh man, the Chitauri, they're really cool. I've heard legends, but this is my first time. Oh man, so this is actually the biggest pull I've ever done. Oh, I might be in trouble. I need some defensive AAs. If I'm gonna be doing like crazy long-term tanking, I need some defensive AA for sure. Now, will these songs automatically play? See, like with the rune effects, I feel like I'm barely taking damage. If the sound of like animals shrieking is too much, please let me know. I'm so sorry if it's blowing out your eardrums. This game kind of went crazy with some of the sound design. Wow, so I barely took any damage there. That's awesome. Well, see, now I feel good. Now I don't feel as horrible. It's amazing how powerful that dragon is compared to these scrubs. Okay. Linked waistband of the master. Wow. 2% block. Monk beast master. Very interesting. Very interesting. A monk master probably lost his life in here and they ate him. That was what was left. They're not dropping any money, which sucks. But they're dropping experience. Okay. You know, on this game too, clicking, like the loot sometimes is janky. Like when I'm clicking to loot, it's not really doing it till later. That's the point of SK and Bard. SK tank like a god and Bard kills everything. Yeah, that was exactly my... That's kind of what I was going for. Mr. Fate, that's exactly what I was going for. You know, so okay, this wasn't bad. And then I have the canny ability, cannibalize. So boom, I got like instant mana. I've been using it in a pinch, so that seems to work pretty good. You think it's a level 6 difference? Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. I really like that plan. I'm certainly going to be around, and I'm going to make an absolute huge effort to be there as much as I can. All weekend. That's why this weekend I'm not really going to do much. I got to keep Miss Heim happy, or I probably won't be able to play. So this weekend I just feel like I'm going to hang out with Miss Heim for the most part, and then next weekend I'm going hard. I love the idea of rat people, by the way. I love the idea of a rat race. I know Pantheon was working on something like that, kind of. They had those weird things in Hallnir Caverns or whatever. Oh wait, can I get underneath the city? It seems like I'd be able to get underneath. Let me just... Let me get a few more. It's more fun the more you have, right? There's got to be a way down. Oh god, that's not it. What was I thinking? I think they're going up, actually, right? What is this weird bridge? I'll have to kill these guys and look around. Alright, hey, thank you very much for the follow, Musicus. I love that name. Very bard inspired. Are you a fellow bard as well? Thank you very much for the follow. This is my first time in Dragon Necropolis. I didn't explore Velious as much as I did Kunark. Kunark's kind of my absolute fave, so I've been like really reminiscing. Not as familiar with Velious. I've been to a few of the zones. But yeah, my first time here, and I hear that this seems to be the best place for pretty much leveling for a while in the game. So very excited. I seem to be doing okay, even though these are all retcons. I'm kind of running SK Bard, and I have Shaman, but I'm not really using the Shaman abilities a whole lot right now. I tried to kill the dragons that are needed for progress for Lucelyn. I call it Lucelyn. Apparently it's Luclin. I feel like that's a weird Mandela effect. I don't know. To me, Lucelyn sounds like more beautiful and silky smooth, but yeah, Luclin. So I'm trying to get flagged for that. But I'm not rushing. I'm actually enjoying the journey. And yeah, come to find out, just from the chat, this seems like the best place for experience right now. I'm level 54, and it looks like I'll be level 55 soon. So I think people explained it to me a couple of times. It looks like the goal is to get to level 56, right? And then from level 56, you just spam AAs for a while. And yeah, that's basically how it works. Musicus says, you can go down that way. Warrior, Cleric, Beast. AA grinding once you hit 56. Okay, nice. Swap Shaman for Monk? Maybe. You never know. I love Monk. So I have a dream. I want to roll. I'm going to go full alcoholic on this shit. I kind of have some good ideas. But this, I'm kind of hoping this can be like my main character. I want the Shaman abilities because they get some badass AA later, where you can basically like guarantee slow anything. And it's unresistible. Let's see. Can I go down that way? What do I need to do? I can't see. Are you... I'm being trolled so hard right now. Oh, baby. The breeding grounds. I have no idea what's going on. How are you supposed to... How was I supposed to see any of that? Hold on. I don't know how, but somehow I got through that. Yeah, so see, this is the thing. Clandikar, or really any of the 70 raids, will absolutely waffle stomp you with no hope. It's like a human fighting a titan. But these retcons are just ridiculously easy, I'll venture to say. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm definitely respecting the content, but these guys are... They're barely able to do anything to me, you know? Thank you very much for all the chats, guys. Let me loot up here, and we're gonna meditate just a little bit, and I'll catch up on chat. Let's see what we have. It seems like we're already filling up our bags here. Hopefully this loot is valuable. I'm very broke right now. I'm a broke boy. I only have like 3k plat, which is nothing. An old dragon horn. That's very interesting. Light Velium bow. Man, I remember Velium weapons. One time, it might even be this. Somebody gave me this on live like a long time ago. I had a little newbie warrior in Everfrost Peaks, and someone gave me a Velium scimitar, and it was so cool because I was in like Forgotten Realms and I was really into Drist and stuff. So I was like, man, I basically have like a sword that procs like ice stuff. Man, this was awesome. Strikes your target with Velium shards, causing 12 damage. I thought I was the shit back in the day. I had this and I thought I was the shit. Um, Apsu says the class I roll will be to you and Kazrex's convenience, so not for sure an archer. No, Apsu, do your thing. Do your thing, my brother. We can deliberate a good composition as the date gets closer, but I'm willing to play anything for our group. So the thing is, I gotta find out Kazrex's schedule for sure. Now, I believe he's off that weekend, but he works one weekend and then the other weekend he's off, and it kind of alternates. I will find out tonight and I will let you know for sure. Be aware that the damaging bard songs generally use mana. Yeah. Open map, go down where the slimes are. Thank you guys for all the chats. To the left. Thank you, Musicus. I pretty much got it. I think I'm here anyway. Hey Luke, how's it going? Very, very nice to see you again. Very nice to see you again. Welcome. Shout out to Luke. We played together on Adrulan Online Adventures. And man, I didn't even know it was somebody from the stream. And see, that's what I'm saying. I always appreciate organic encounters where things just kind of happen naturally. Luke was awesome. We grouped for a few hours. Everything was amazing. And then later on, he was like, hey, I was the wizard in the group. That was so awesome. All right, so let's get some more of these Chitauri nerds. Luke says, yo, I started the hero's journey and made a paladin, necromancer, beast lord. Interesting. Paladin, necro, and beast lord. Okay. I'm really liking it. Can't wait for the playtest. Took a couple of days off work for it. Oh, man. Okay. You know, I might do the same thing, to be honest. But I'm kind of slammed right now at work. So I don't know. But either way, hey Luke, you should join us. Apsu and I are trying to coordinate an adventuring party. What class will you be playing? I'm assuming the same crowd here, all you guys watching and hanging out with us. I'm assuming that you're also going to be enjoying Monsters and Memories. Uh-oh, I'm in water. I can't fight in water. Let me actually back out of here and fight all these nerds. I feel like there should be like way more coming. Oh, baby. I might be in trouble here. I think this is the biggest pool I've ever done, ever. Like in any game. Let's make sure I have these going. Yeah, I mean, pretty much like my song is absorbing everything. Oh, baby. You know, that's such a huge dopamine rush, I gotta say. Your stuff is constantly leveling up, and I'm sure you guys feel the same. Maybe that's the appeal of this game, right? That's why it's so addictive. Who would have thought they pulled off such a banger? They made such a fun level. I mean, they made such a fun version of EverQuest. And then see my... Well, I just hit canny, but I didn't really need it. Man, this is great, you guys. I think this is, this is going like a lot better than I thought it would be. These are all retcons. So I hit level 55. Wow. Blood-soaked shawl. Velium short sword legendary. Wow. Okay. Velium weapons, like gems. This is it, lads. This is my trajectory into godhood right here. You're witnessing it live right now. You are witnessing my hero's journey. No, thank you for hanging out. This is great. So you started a paladin necro beast lord, okay? Yep, I think that's a really good combination, especially if you're familiar with request classes. Paladin is basically like a cleric warrior, badass. Actually, they have really good sustain. I think Shadow Knights, you pretty much have to stop what you're doing and cast life tap. But Paladins can basically auto-heal from their attacks later. Oh, baby, look at all these gems. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Okay. So, Shadow Knight, my buddy is going Druid. Oh, okay. Well, man, I'll tell you what, Luke, we might have a full adventuring party then. You and your buddy and me and, Apsu, Kazrax, maybe we could all link up, who knows? Either way, I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna be streaming. I'm excited. I'm excited for you. This is a weird dead end here. What's going on? It kind of seems like there would be more here, but I'm a little bit confused. Let's back out of here. I do have a level 8 ranger, so we'll see which one I like more, but having a solid tank is always good for the group. A lot of my WoW Classic buds are going to try M&M. Oh man, that's great, Luke. That's great. I think it's going to be very exciting. Let's get these two guys here. I'm not familiar with this map. Looks like you can go this way. Okay, yeah, so there's like a whole area over here. Oh, okay, it was the height filter. The height filter was doing me dirty. Let's pick up some of these nerds. Make sure I get these songs. Now, these purple ones or whatever, those are automatically going to play whether I have a target or not. Is that correct? It's the other one that I need to actually keep hitting, I think. You know, I'm kind of scared to pull all that. But let's do a little bit more. Let's push it to the limit. Let's get this whole area. Actually, yeah, I need to be a little wiser about it. I need to do it as I'm actually... There's some casters in here too. Let's see if we can tighten this all up. Okay, I think I'm alright. I gotta keep hitting Bite of Chaos as well. I feel like I'm in a good spot here, so I might hit Canny. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm starting to get it. It's not, like, challenging. You just gotta know the lay of the land, really. And I think with this setup, with the buffs to the Bard song, I think I'm pretty much all set. Oh, baby. You were right, Mr. Quiet. This is pretty much easy money. I was gonna try some other zones, but I think this might be it for me. I'm gonna get to know these Chitauri very well. But yeah, like you said, this is very mana heavy. That's really the problem. There's been times where I've ran out of mana and had to basically just AoE these guys down the old-fashioned way. We got one leaving the pack. Okay. Wow. Okay. This is going surprisingly well. And I think I'm almost at the level where I need to just kind of find that sweet spot, right? So at level 56, just go like 100% AA. Would you recommend? Got a spell called Shaw's Legacy. That's interesting. That's a Beastmaster spell. Beastmaster, I think, was pretty cool in this one. Um, okay, so you're 55 now. That's good enough to go 100% AA. Okay, all right. Um, I'm not familiar with EQ, so it's been interesting. It speaks to how good the game is already that we're excited preparing a group a week before we can even play. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I'm gonna wake up. I'm gonna sneak. My plan is I'm gonna grind my coffee. I have like a little coffee grinder, and I do it um, every morning. It's a little loud. I'm gonna grind my coffee that night, get everything ready. I'm gonna sneak down at like 4 in the morning. I'm gonna make coffee, pretty much hop on, and that'll be it. I'm gonna sneak. Miss Heim will sleep for hours, and I'll already be like balls deep in the game. That's my plan. And pretty much gonna play all day. Might take like a lunch break, whatever, stretch breaks throughout the day. You know, stay hydrated and all that. You know, I wish you could loot everything like the old EQ. I mean, like the new EQ system, rather. I'm pretty much like almost full on bag space. Should I, does anybody know the respawn time on these? So basically, since this is a respawning zone, I don't need to worry about, you know, I can just kind of stay in this area, right? But yeah, Luke, I think you would like this. If you guys kind of play this a little bit, like I could, yeah. So you're excited about Monsters and Memories. If you play EverQuest, whether it's Project 1999 or THJ, you're gonna see where they get a lot of the inspiration from it. And actually, the creator Sean, he literally played he worked on EverQuest. So that's why it's gonna be great. Guys, give me just 1 second while everything's respawning. I'll be right back. All right. So we are back. We're back. I guess we'll keep going. We'll go up this ladder. We'll get some more of these Chitari nerds. A Chitari adolescent. I feel so bad. We're killing adolescents. We'll get some more of these guys up here. I don't know the respawn time, but this is a good little area here. Oh, this is the water area again, right? Okay. Yeah, this is like a good little path here. And another thing too, you're probably gonna blaze past it, Luke, but Kunark is one of my favorite expansions of all time in EverQuest. I just love the themes that it had and it explored, you know, like this lost civilization, ancient ruins, dungeons, like, it's incredible. Yeah, Kunark is among my fave. I keep forgetting, but I need to think about just having that sympathetic healing and anything regarding spell damage. I'm gonna take Mr. Quite's suggestion here and stop regular XP. I feel like I'm almost leveled up though. Let me at least get this last level and then I will. I think that's when they all become yellow, technically, right? Level 56 is a stopping point, right? I would grind out about 900 AAs, stop at 56 and switch to AA. Wow. Okay. And isn't the next one like the planes? Maybe like Plane of Fire? Something like that. I'm familiar with Planes of Power. Looseland to a certain extent, yeah. Velious not so much. I did Tower of Frozen Shadow a lot back in the day. Aw, man, I am full. I totally forgot. Yeah, I need to sell, actually. Let's at least get some of the rest of the cash here. Make sure there's nothing crazy. Let's take a breather here to sell. Really wanted to hit 56 though. Let's kill these serpents. Or whatever this is down here. That's so odd. Like this giant snake would be down here. Friend me, Musicus. If I'm ever on, I'll play with you. Oh, awesome. I'm 56 and just broke 800 AAs. Nice, nice. Man, that's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait. Sometimes, do you know what I used to do in EverQuest? I actually recently had a stint in EverQuest Live. I had a level like 60 Necromancer or so, and I went through some of the planes. I got a mercenary. I was grinding. That's weird. All these snakes down here. It kind of freaks me out. Why would they put this here? This is like a death trap for anyone that wants to go swimming. There doesn't seem to be anything over here either. But, I used to just go through all the AAs and dream, you know? And I used to think, this is where my classes really became godlike. For real. But yeah, I'll definitely add you. You guys feel free to add me as well. I'm usually like stumbling through stuff. I mean, the whole point of this is to solo. I would love to do some duo. Absolutely. To grind some AAs. I think I'm gonna be here for a while, it looks like. So I only have 67 AA, and I think I spent it on stupid stuff that I didn't really need. I'm almost out of air. I thought I had... So, let's see what happens. I'll start drowning. Oh, yeah, I take that very seriously. I really want my level before I take a break. Man, I really like the idea of these rat people. Yeah, I need to take Mr. Kvite's advice and look at some spell damage stuff. Especially if I'm going to be over here. So this cloak's already enchanted. Oh man, 45% haste. Yeah, I didn't know that you could go over 40% on an item. I know like 40 was pretty much like top of the line back in the good old days. Alright guys, so let me kill just like a couple more mobs here and we're gonna go back. It looks like they're already respawning. Um I should just have just a few more kills. I'm gonna switch fully to AA and it's gonna be great. I think this should actually do it, these two guys. I'm not gonna be fussed. Um So, Mr. Quite says, remember that you can die underwater, don't have an enduring breath item yet. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I swore that I did. I literally put it on yesterday because I was doing Siren's Grotto. I was killing a bunch of mermaids and I did find an item, but I'm not sure what happened there. So Apsu says, after you kill that ice dragon, it opens up an expansion for you or something like that. Yes, it does, Apsu. There's like 5 major dragons in Velious that you have to hunt down. And then when you kill them, it opens up the next expansion. So man, I'm telling you, this game did it all. Like, so the lost continent of Kunark, the frozen, you know, area of Velious or whatever, and then you can go to the moon, Lucklin, and then there's the plains of power. It's so interesting. It is so amazing, I'm telling you. Like, this was the game that shaped my childhood dreams. But yeah, that's basically the concept. Um you go through the expansions, and right now it ends at Plains of Power, which was like the 5th expansion, I think. Let's kill like one more. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Yeah, I picked up a two-hand sword, but now I realize I'm not really sure. Maybe I can give the two-hand to my pets. My pets don't really have like amazing proc stuff. Maybe I need to think about that as well. I need to twink my pets out. Okay, we'll kill a couple more. They seem to be like fully spawned. It should be any kill now. Oh, well, now this will be it. We got like 5. Okay, there it is. Perfect. So we're level 56. Awesome. Let's go 100% AA, lads. Let's go 100% AA. This is it. We're living the dream. Alright, so, I probably sold my EV item by mistake. Mr. Quaid says, okay, man, it's 2:45 a.m. here. Oh, man, it is late. You must be over in Europe. Or, yeah. No, that's great. Thank you so much for all the tips. Thank you so much for all the advice. I'll play a little Antique before I take a nap. I need to do stuff tomorrow, so I won't be on all night as I usually am. Well, Mr. Bite, thank you so very much for all the tips. I really appreciate it. I'm absorbing as much as I can. There's so much information. There's just so much to absorb here. The mechanics are like really in depth. I can't believe, yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty far, but yeah, I'm a newbie ultimately when it comes down to it. So yeah, thank you so much. Have a wonderful nap. Take it easy. Get some good rest, you know, good nutrition, all that stuff. Feel good. Have an amazing time on Teak. And yeah, maybe I'll see you on Monsters and Memories. Musica says, I wish I could hop on right now. I'll show you how I pull everything. Oh man, that would be great. Maybe I can leave this up and then you can just grind for hours, you know? And maybe I can wake up and just have like, I don't know, 500 AA. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't ever expect that. Okay, so let's head back to the bazaar. I gotta sell some of this stuff. I'm like jam-packed full. I need better bags, like I need better everything. But it's all good. Oh man, I get triple attack now. I get triple attack. Are you kidding me? Oh baby. My world is about to open up. Last night you got 350. What is a reasonable... What would you say is a reasonable AA? Let's say if I log on and just go to town at my pace, you think I could get like a couple hundred in an hour? I don't know what's like a good amount. But either way, well, there's one. Either way, I'm not stressing it. Okay, let's head back to the bazaar or we're never going to get out of here. In a couple hours for sure. Okay, all right. By the way, I really love this memorial here for Brad. This is amazing. This really sold me on this server. I love that so much that they did that. All right. So I typically go like all the way back here. Just somewhere out of the way. I usually go to my own kind. Where are they at? Yeah, the bard right here. I might have some new abilities as well. Let's see, 54 Plague of Insects. That's a shaman spell. That's odd. More shaman stuff. Are you kidding me? You know, I don't know if I have anything really that I can use. Anyway, let's sell some of this stuff. I gotta do it the old-fashioned way. I really want that bag that gives you like you can sell everything and it can keep like 100 items or something. That must be real nice. But I don't have that. I'm a broke boy. But yeah, this is great. Really appreciate everyone hanging out, you know? I'm feeling it. And just get rid of some of this stuff here that I know I'm never gonna need. I just need that platinum, so it's all good. Just keep the cash flowing. We got like 4K. Very nice. Some spider silk. I'm probably goofing by like selling a bunch of this crap, but I know I'll never need it and I don't have the time right now. Face spider blood, old dragon horns. Man, they got all kinds of stuff here. Okay. I think I had the Velium short sword rather, not the scimitar, but that's what someone twinked me with back in the day on live. Like I literally had this weapon. It was amazing. Okay. Shaw's lethargy. I don't think I need any of this stuff here. Plus, it's a nice reprieve, you know? Green Mist Greaves. I got augments in some of this stuff, and I can't actually remove it, so... Alright, I think that's good. Let's head back. We'll be on here later, talk to you later. Alright, Musicus, well, it was great to meet you. Thank you very much for hanging out. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Apsu says, another content idea for you, Slayheim. You could make a video explaining some of terminology that these EQ-like MMOs share. For all the new people trying these games like me, it was tough at first. Oh, I see. Oh, like for example, everyone says so instead of what the buff's name actually is. Yeah, you know what? That's true, yeah. Spirit of Wolf. That's yeah, a lot of abbreviations kind of came from this game. You know, there's even some old school ones that I kind of forgot. Like people just say, "Oh yeah, just go to DN," which is where I am now, Dragon Necropolis. But how would you know that, you know? But luckily, people pretty much like say, if you say what's DN, they'll say Dragon Necropolis. But yeah, I feel you. Thank you for that, Apsu. Man, I am horrible at making content that's like consumable, you know? I just like turning on the stream and just kind of hanging out, but that's a wonderful idea, you know? Maybe I'll do it. I'm honestly trying to like think of some of the ones that come to mind. I gotta sit down and do some research. But yeah, thank you for that, Apsu. Hey, Gabrielle Freshmans. That's an awesome name. You seem very chill. Do you ever get angry? Oh man, you will not believe. I'm a very angry person, believe it or not. Yeah, I get angry all the time. But this is like my happy place and I look forward to it. So it kind of relaxes me. But honestly, I will say I'm a very stressed and anxious person. Um yeah, it's kind of odd, I know. But thank you. Everybody says that, yeah. Everybody does say that. I guess I am pretty chill. But I have my moments, you know, just like everybody else. I have my moments. I appreciate it. That's so nice. Okay, so, let me see here. Let's go up here. I'm just farming some experience. If they let me climb up this ladder. Can they actually come here? Like, can they come up here? Oh, they can, okay. All right. Well, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I want a true pool. I want a pool that like really challenges me. Is that possible? I don't know. Can someone explain why do you stop at 56? Don't you technically want these guys to be yellow? Isn't that like a good indicator, you know? Why 56? I'm very curious. Like I don't know. I don't know how it all works. Oh baby, they're all coming now. Okay, well, let's just try. Oh baby, and they're all over there casting too. Your spell was mostly successful? Hmm. Okay, lads. Be vigilant. You probably just hear a bunch of rats chirping. The sound is... I probably need to turn that down. Wow, look at the AA flying, lads. That's crazy. I hear the angels blaring those trumpets. Wow. Am I really getting AA that fast? Holy shit. There's no way, man. Let's actually take a look at the bar. Wow. That's crazy, man. That is insane. I got like, what was that? Like 3 or 4 in this one pool? And, I mean, yeah, so that was good. That was basically all of my mana. I really wish that they had the new... I never thought I would praise anything from, like, the new EverQuest, but... looting all of these guys individually is such a slog. Is there a way to loot everything? And just loot as much as you can? I don't know. Gate bind, TOP servers, PST rather than PM, twinking, etc. Yeah. You know what, Abzu? That's actually a wonderful idea, my friend. Like, you really gave me something. You really gave me something there. I think I'll give it a shot. My whole strategy, I guess, content strategy, if you want to call it that, is and I have so many like little clips I'm trying to edit and like moments from stream. I guess my idea is just to stream whatever, whether it's a playtest, whatever it is, and just kind of get clips from it for shorts, and then just like do a bunch of shorts, and then also just like kind of put a thoughts video out, like my experience with the game or the playtest or whatever. So yeah, I'm certainly open to new ideas. Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that's normal. Yeah. Do you play The Hero's Journey, Gabriel? Lots of stuff in my first playtest that people were saying, and it was like another language for me the first few days. Yeah, that is true, though. I do get that. I do get that. Okay, well, here we are. We did it. We're gonna meditate just a little bit. I have 16 AAs. Maybe I need to think about... maybe I need to think about some stuff here. I need to like really sit down and read through some of this stuff. Um, I think I'm just gonna buff my songs, really. I think that's the way to go, because that's really what's getting me there for the most part here. Um, yeah, I just need to. I just need to read through some of these. This ability increases range of songs. Like that's a good one that I've been looking at. Funeral dirge. That's really good for That's really good for like single target stuff. Yeah, there's so many like, oh my god, there's so many options. It's incredible. This adds 20 to each instrument modifier. I think this is what I need. Boom. Instrument mastery. It just adds like 20 to my modifiers. That's huge. Lots of people in my first play tests that people were saying it was like another language for me the first few days. Yeah. I got that. I got that. Yeah, I tell ya. There's a lot to it. Well, lads, I feel like I'm stuck in the Chitari area, so I gotta make the best of it. I think I'll do a few more rounds, maybe. And then try to figure out some of this stuff, possibly off stream. Because the rest of it is just gonna be grinding these little mouse people for a while. Really cool though, really cool. I want more. Like I want to learn the lay of the land and I want to do just one massive major pool. But I just feel like this ends at this water right here. And then by the time I figure everything out, the pets pretty much kill stuff. Let's go to some more of these. Let's go down some more of these passages here. I want to make sure my pets don't kill everything as I'm... Yeah, you know what? Let's get all of this stuff. That just loops. Okay, that just loops through. Yeah, let's get these guys. Oh no, wait, it's stuck. Let's just go this way where there's a bunch of them. That's fine if we don't get every single one. I just want to do like a really gigantic pool and see how it is. Am I even able to pull this off? I don't know. Okay. Wow. I don't think I've been out here yet. This might be wild. Oh, this is that lava area. Maybe this is like where I first came in. Okay, lads. Well, here we go. We have to do this now. Man, I hope they don't nuke this server. This has been so much fun. Oh no, I fucked up. I fucked up massively. Oh my god. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? I wasn't even paying attention to my health. Wow. Wow. Well, that's what happens when you get greedy. Well, good thing is on this one, now, but I will say, I don't recommend this version of EverQuest if you're just starting out because they eliminate a lot of stuff that made the game kind of famous for what it is. I mean, this was like the Dark Souls before Dark Souls. I it was very difficult. There was experience penalties, you know, you lose your corpse when you die, you have to go get your stuff. Um it's just it's tough and it forces you to pay attention and here there's no death penalty, which is like weird to me, but like it makes sense cuz you know, you're basically this godlike character. So I definitely have limits. Well, that's technically a meal. I don't need to sell those. I can eat it. But, I mean, I can just buy food. Um, okay, so that's okay for now. Let's head back. We'll do like one more round of pools, maybe. Let's see. Um, this was actually a decent little haul. I mean, I didn't expect to. Don't expect to be getting like so much AA. It's amazing. All right, here we are, Western Wastes. And this cloak is leveling up like crazy. So I wonder how many haste items do you have? Can you have, and does it stack? Um, hmm. It was really cool, like they changed how a lot of the stuff stacks. So it's like, I know before used to have like only one like item haste, and then it was just like spell haste, and then Bard could also, um, you know, kind of be a part of that as well. But now there's just so many changes. I'm honestly not sure how many haste items you can have. Let's go ahead and this person's killing a bunch of stuff. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and get back in here. There we go. By the way, they added this new thing on YouTube. Like I guess who is the top fan or like top experience? Apsu and Coordinator, pretty much up there. Shout out to you guys. You have like a little crown thing going on. I like how the YouTube is coming up as far as just having more tools available for streaming. Um, yeah, really, really cool. Okay, so, all right, so we're back in here again. I'm gonna do like one giant swath, one more round. I think we're gonna conclude here shortly. Let's see here. What do we got? I think I'm gonna go with instrument mastery just to kind of add a little more. Um, Maybe Jam Fest? I'm not really sure how that works. Either way, we're going to have a lot to work with. It's going to be great. A life tap harm touch in addition to your existing harm touch ability. That's interesting. Leech touch. Malocinet. This ability gives you a version of your Mallow line of spells that is slightly more reliable than other versions. And it's just like an activated ability. See, this is what we need, lads. This is absolutely what we need. Let's look at that once we let's get some stuff going here. Can't believe how quickly I died there. It just kind of gets to a point you feel like you have it and then it teeters over the edge and you don't have it. I'm assuming, can we just stay? Let's get a bunch of these phase spiders. I feel like they're different though. Aren't they like enchanters or something? They're some kind of weird spellcasters. I don't know. I don't trust them. These were very deadly in the actual game. I think, you know what? I think this is enough for now. I gotta check some of the doors and stuff like that. There's like various rooms and... Your streams are fun, man. Always gets me yapping. And thank you so much, Apsu. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. I always have like a little bit of anxiety in starting up, but I think once I get going, it's great. But yeah, I really appreciate it. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad someone thinks so. It's been a lot of fun. I'd like to get back to it more, do some more. Especially now that I got my passion back with some of these older style indie MMOs, you know, really fun. There's been a resurgence. So I mean, alternate advancement points seem to be coming pretty easy. I'm kind of curious though, should I not go another level, technically? So these are yellow. If these are a yellow con, isn't there like a slight, I don't know, maybe it's like my headcanon for these rules, but seem to believe if they're red, there's like a slight XP penalty or something like that. All right. Well, let's see. How do we get back to these Chitari guys? I think I liked that the best. That was fun. I don't even know where they were or how I even got there. I think I went through this door here and I went to the other side. Oh man, it's already dang it. It's after 9 o'clock. I lose track of time. I'm having so much fun. I didn't even realize. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You could be anywhere, but you decided to be here. And I think that's awesome. The crematorium, I think, is where I got in. That's interesting. Yeah, this place gives me a weird vibe. Go ahead. Grab all these guys. We'll go down there. We'll do one more big swath. The cool thing is you can like look through all the AA and just kind of dream. You can dream of all the possibilities. But here, you can make it happen. Okay, we're getting all this stuff. I hope I don't mess this up. And I'll definitely look for some like spell damage or whatever, like Mr. Feet suggested. I have a couple new titles available. I wonder what else I got here. Okay, man, it's great. It's just like abilities are just spamming. Okay. Are you guys sure that it's level 56? That's like the optimal. I thought it was 57. I don't know. I don't want to mess this up, but either way, oh, what are these beetles? A swarming beetle. Hmm. I think a loving robot and the rest of the team are lowballing their expectation. He says on stream that 1,000 subs would be exceptional, but I think Eminem is going to explode much higher than that. I think so too. I think so too. Um, I think they're doing a really good job with it. First impressions are everything. Looks like they got a lot of content in place already and plans for future content. I think generally it's like a fun gameplay loop. It's sad to me a lot of people have already kind of written it off because of the graphics, and people complain about like the merchant thing, I guess. Um, but I'm very optimistic. You know, yeah, it's great. EverQuest, it meant a lot to me, and you know, it's in that same spirit, it's in that same vein. Like I'm personally very, very excited. I just wish I had more time to play, you know. One of those weird things when you play an MMO, it's just like I don't know. I mean, there is a lot of single player games I want to play too. You never really feel like you have enough time, but I just like that sense of like adventure, community, you know, class reliance. That's been lost. Just kind of like a shared open world. I mean, man, it's just amazing. I mean, here this is instancing, but this is just me kind of messing around before the game, really. I like sharing the world, competing in the world, like shared resources, everything's open, no instances. I think that's the future, you know? I think there'll be a reversion back to this. Once they figure out how to do like some giga, mega, gigantic, like world server where everyone can be on there, like Sword Art Online style, you just plug in. Oh, baby. That'll be it. All right, let's go down here and do a couple of these Chitari dudes. And then I unfortunately have to go. I really don't want to. Um, how do we... I forgot how we even got down there. I'm so lost and confused. Oh man, I bet like this would be panic inducing. Yeah, look at this. Like I don't even know like how did I even... Oh, you know what? I didn't even come close. I don't know what I did last time. There's like a weird passage. Okay, there it is. This would be absolutely panic inducing, I tell you. If you were like stuck in burning lava and tried to come out to this other side. As Kazrak said, you're a believer. Yeah. I believe too, man. Like I'm very, very excited, and like I said, I think it'll be my MMO for a while. I really like it. Small game, up and coming game. It's gonna be beautiful. I just don't know what to play is my problem. I might have to play a little catch up though. I think Kazrax is gonna roll with his shaman that he already made. I think he's kind of into it. I really don't know. I gotta find out, and I don't know his schedule. But either way, I'll be around. Plenty of other people will be around. Luke and his buddies. I'll be streaming. Are you gonna be streaming it, Apsu? Oh baby, here we go. We got our cape. We got our cape. 54%. Oh man, sympathetic healing. Mr. Quite hooked us up. He knew all along. Sympathetic healing must equip. Has a chance to heal your target each time you cast a beneficial spell. Okay, so what? Boom, sympathetic healing. Oh, baby. And then I can unequip... I can basically unequip it. So it's like a little clicky, right? Can I, like, have it over here and just click it from here? Oh, can I just click it from my bag? Oh, man, how awesome is that? The future is bright, my friends. Now, let's get this Edge of Eternity pimped out. There's so much I can do. I don't even know what to level. Alright, I think I have some Bard stuff that I got. I just need to level it up. There's so much... There's just so much possibilities here. Okay. Let's do just like... Let's just do like one more. And I have to get going. So how many alternate advancement points do I have? I have 16. What was I leveling up before? What did I go with? Oh, instrument mastery. For improved use of all instrument types. Yes, please. This ability allows you to sing your songs at a higher apparent level. Yes, please. Because all of these are basically songs. So that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, see, there you go, Apsu. There's another term for you. Good catch. Good catch. A clicky is an item that has an effect that you can cast basically like a beneficial buff on yourself. So like some items have you can breathe underwater, or you have like ultra vision, which is like a really improved night vision, and you can see invisible stuff. This one had like a buff where you basically your heals are better, I think, if I understand correctly. This is a mechanic purely on this server. But basically like a lot of the old epic weapons had clickies, so it's basically an item with a beneficial buff, and you can cast it on yourself. That's the idea. It's basically a piece of armor with a spell effect that you can insta proc. Proc is another one, right? Proc is like you have a chance to trigger an effect or trigger an ability. Oh man, this is great. You actually gave me a really good idea. Thanks, Apsu. But yeah, that's a clicky. Another one that comes to mind is like KOS. Like, oh, don't go to that area or don't go to that city. You're a cleric, so you're KOS. So basically, like, when we were playing with Kazrax, when you went to, like, the Necromancer area, you're a cleric, so they're evil, and they hate you because you're good. So you're KOS, which is kill on sight. It used to be an old term. All right, well. Who's this nerd patrolling towards me? He's got like, he's dual wielding 2 weapons. Oh, by the way, I have so many titles to choose from. Are you kidding me? I need to look at that. I'm gonna let my pets handle this one. It's pretty good. I mean, I made a couple thousand platinum. I got some alternate advancement abilities here. Bunch of guys are attacking me. I like that. Dual wielding rat people. That's really cool. I studied a lot of philosophy in college, like a long time ago. And Franz Kafka has this amazing story. It's not really like, Franz Kafka's not exactly a philosopher, but I studied a lot of his work for like some art history classes that I was taking, you know? And he has one called Josephine the Singer. It's about this race of mouse people that didn't really talk that much. There was one of them called Josephine that could sing really well, but they hated her. So it's actually really interesting. It's about how like people view the artist in a way, and like society. It's really weird. He had like a really weird, interesting life, I thought. Makes me sad sometimes, like how brilliant people can be, and you know, like just a random fun fact here as I'm like looting this up. He worked for like an insurance company his whole life, and he hated it. And I think he kind of like wanted to impress his dad and stuff like that, and yeah, he basically just worked at an insurance company, and he wrote for fun. Like, he just wrote as a hobby. And he never really wanted it out to the public. He just kind of did it for himself for fun. And I guess eventually got to the point he could no longer speak or like breathe, or he had like some weird condition at the end there that got him. He got to the point he couldn't breathe or like write like he wanted and stuff. And I think that's why that story is, I don't know, it's interesting. There's a lot of crazy parallels, but yeah. And he told his friend, after I die, just like burn like all the stuff that I wrote. And I guess his friend betrayed him and published it after he died. And that's how we know of Franz Kafka. He just kind of wanted to die in obscurity. It's crazy, man. You know, it makes me think like, what have I accomplished, you know? But yeah, really interesting guy. These little mouse people remind me of that story for some reason. Where is my guy? Let's just sell to the bards. Alright, so, let's just go ahead and sell all this stuff so we're ready for our next run. And we're just gonna keep it up. The dragon will be dead in no time. But I do kind of want to get into the plains. I want to explore the moon. Yeah, I guess this is where people do it. Selling some of these spells here. Thank you guys again for hanging out with me tonight. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did. I thought it was a great stream. I feel like I got a lot done. I feel like I didn't get a lot done, and then I figured out how to get something done so it wasn't too much of a brick wall. But that's certainly, I think some of these AAs that I get are going to be really, really huge. They'll be able to help me to breeze through some of this stuff again. I just need to spend the time to grind it. But I think this is perfect because next few streams of this will allow me to just kind of chat, hang out with everybody, talk, answer questions, kind of hang out. Because you are just kind of focusing on this singular task, you know? And I'm going to try to find some spell damage increase type stuff. I wonder, does spell damage stuff proc, or does it stack? Because if it does, I could get a few of these. You know, now that I think about it, I need to level this ring up. It's just like a basic ring. Yeah, basic ring. I do need to upgrade some of this stuff for sure. For sure. Yeah, I think this was just like random stuff I got off of the bazaar. You know? So yeah, we'll definitely look into all that. But I'm having a blast. So let's see. I got, I don't know, like 30 something AAs. What titles did I get? So over here too, you can have titles. You can also have a last name. So, and I'm Ixar, one of my favorite races, basically the lizard race from Kunark. Let's see, where are my titles? Was it like Shift T, I guess? Here we go. Hunter, basically Hunter titles. Hunter of Ratman. Hunter of Spiders. Okay. Hunter of Beasts. That's kind of cool. You can pretty much just like have a little fancy title for yourself. I'm okay though. How do I not have a title? Okay. Yeah, I'm okay just being me, you know? I'm okay just being me. But yeah, Apsu, thank you so very much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Hope you're enjoying P99. Thank you very much for the memberships. That's very generous of you. Really appreciate it. And thanks for everyone hanging out. All the great tips. good vibes, good energy, and yeah, hope you guys have an amazing, wonderful evening, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing day. Bye.